and a W or a L, it's like, all right, let me get my thoughts together, get my emotions together. You ain't got to jump right into it because I know losing the way y'all lost, man, it's hard to jump right into it, man. So, thank God we got an extra day in between. But now is the time to talk about it. Don't want to waste too much time with the intro. Now is the time to talk about it, man. The Commanders, they done lost 3 straight games, man. They done lost 3 straight games, man. They done lost to the Steelers. They lost to Philadelphia. And those 2 L's, it's like, all right, you can kind of understand 2 pretty solid teams in the NFL. But then you go up there at home against Cooper Rush and take a L. Joe, the question is now, will y'all make the playoffs? At one point, it was a shoo-in, but now I feel like it's a question. Do you still believe the Commanders will make the playoffs this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Tomo in the comments. In the skybox. Shout out to Tomo. Joe dressed like Martin when they ain't let him in the skybox. That was funny. That was a Detroit Pistons episode, by the way. So Detroit actually doing good, by the way. Shout out to the Pistons.
Better than expected, for sure.
Better than expected. Let me say that. They still got a losing record. No, I don't. Like my man Mark said, I expect us to make it to the Super Bowl. Well, I expect us to make the playoffs. Okay. Now, look, is the sky falling? No. Is it time to panic as a fan? Maybe. You could be panicking a little bit because, like you said, the 3-game losing streak. You lose to the Steelers. Okay. You lost by 1 point. You know what I mean? I think it was 1 point. You lost by 1 or 2 points. No, 1 point. Lost by 1 point. Steelers a good team. They've been balling since Russ got in the lineup. Okay, cool. Good defense. Then we play Philly. Okay. Little concerns. But, they were saying things like, well, let me start off with AJ. Here we go. These were all the excuses from Dan Quinn. All right, I'm going to call them excuses now. We lose to Pittsburgh, Still dealing with an injury. We're not letting him loose all the way yet. He didn't run the ball that much. Well, okay, cool. I understand. He is playing with an injury. We get it. Then we play Philly, and the timing. He didn't get his, he never had a full week of practice since the Bears game. Like sometimes for rookies, you need that timing. You need that consistent practice to keep the timing right. And then I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Plus, I hear other analysts saying, Fresh, he's a rookie. They played 12 games in college. Maybe he's tired. He still hasn't had a bye week. He's like every rookie has had a bye week except him. So everything, okay, cool. We played Dallas this week. Dallas Cowboys, y'all, who defense been horrible, who run defense has been horrible. And what's been clipping us, we're not able to run the ball. I'm going to go through the numbers in a second, but we're not able to run the ball when we lose. But you lose this game, and we can't blame it on special teams. You know why? Because special teams got us a block field goal. Special teams got us a block punt. Special teams also helped us. Aubrey missed a field goal, an easy field goal. So, and we didn't capitalize on none of it. Offensively, I'm talking about drop passes. The run game was a no-show outside of Jaden Daniels. We had 145 rushing yards. He had 74 of them. So the run game was a no-show. So what's the I can't give you a reason why we lost that game. Drop passes happen. You know what I mean? It was blown coverage on the touchdown at the end of the game, which is crazy. We gave up a kickoff return, but that game should have never been close. I know it's a division game. I get it, AJ. But Dallas is not a good team this year. It is not. Plus, this is Dan Quinn's old team. Where's the pride? We got to smack these boys. Mm-hmm. And Dan Quinn also said they trying too hard. I don't want to hear that in the NFL, bro. I'm sorry. Like, people trying too hard. Like, I'm done with the excuses. I want to see the results. It don't have to be as crisp as it was the first 7-9 weeks. You know what I mean? Because we was on a historic trend as a team, not just as a team. I do want to see some consistency on the offensive end. Right? Now, my problem is, right? Here we go. When we run the ball, when we win, right? Every time we win, AJ, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Well, do I have it? Oh, here we go. Hold on, what's going on my notes? Hold on. Oh, here we go. All right. In our wins, we average 183 rushing yards per game. In our losses, 97.
Mm-hmm.
Against y'all, under 100 yards. Against the Steelers, under 100 yards. Against the Ravens, under 100 yards. Against the Buccaneers, Jaden Daniels had all the rushing yards. And against against the Cowboys, Jaden Daniels have half the rushing yards, 74 rushing yards out of 145. It's crazy. So when the run game is not going, the offense don't look the same. You know why? Because we get into a lot of third and long situations. The reason why we were really good in converting on third and fourth down, because they were third and shorts, fourth and shorts. And one thing about Dan Quinn did against the Cowboys that I did not like, it was a 4th and 2 on the Dallas Cowboys 32-yard line. Go for it. This is a
Mm-hmm.
bad team. Do not give them no hope that they can hang with us. Go for it. Go get a touchdown. They lose confidence. You get a stop, you get another touchdown, game over for real. Bad teams usually don't come back down 14, 20 points. So that's that. But I do think we'll make the playoff because at the end of the day, as much as I know we lost to the Cowboys, we do have a favorable schedule. You know what I mean? We got the Titans next, who have a good defense. They just beat the Texans, who I picked. You know, I think we both. I think you
Yeah,
won. You did
I
pick.
did. Well, I thought you picked the Titans. I thought that was one of your upset picks for the
I
week.
did. I picked the
Yeah,
Titans.
yeah, okay,
I
okay, yeah. I
yeah,
picked the Texans. Yeah,
but I think you wanted to pick the Titans, but
I
because I picked
did.
the Titans, you picked the Texans, right?
Right,
So,
right, right.
but that's a division game also. But they got Will Levis. He threw a pick six. He fumbled. Yes, like he's gonna give you turnovers. But they do got good defense. You got the Saints in New Orleans. Hopefully, Marshawn can finally play them. You know what I mean? But then we got Philly, Atlanta, and Dallas again. So it's not like a cakewalk schedule as you might think it is, but
Right.
it's a favorable one, I believe. And then the people that we are ahead of, the Cardinals. We already got the tiebreaker with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, we already got a game above the Cardinals. The Cardinals still got to face the rest of their division. You know what I mean? They got to face the 49ers again, the Seahawks again, and the Rams again. So they got some fights coming up themselves, all right? And also we got the Rams behind us, but they're behind us by 2 games. So that's gonna be a tough sledding for not the Rams, sorry. The Rams also, but I'm talking about the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers
Buccaneers. Yeah.
are behind us, and the Buccaneers they have that's a 2-game window. That's just too much in my opinion. They do have the tiebreaker with us because they beat us, but I'm going to pick us to win. I don't see us losing out like that. That's just ridiculous because that was a winnable game last on Sunday. I feel like we will bounce back versus the Titans. But if we lose to the Titans, AJ, that's scary. That's 4 losses in a row, bro. 2 to 2 good teams and 2 to 2 bad teams. It's not good.
Yeah, man.
And we got home against the Titans. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, you good. Yeah, man. I listen, before the season started, I told you before, I said, man, I think that the Commanders have a chance to make the playoffs this year, and it's going to be close down the line. Now, as the season progressed, it became, like I said, to start the show, it felt like a shoe-in after a while. Like, yeah, okay, they balling. They going to make it. Now it's starting to look like kind of what I predicted in the very beginning of the season. I'm not going to say I called that because I didn't, because I ain't see it going the way it's going right now. But I ain't going to lie, bro. It's going to sound real Eagle fanish, but I'm going to step out on a limb and say y'all going to miss, bro. I think y'all going to miss. And I think it's because the L monster is crazy, bro. L's, man, they come in bunches sometimes. And it seems like, ever since that Steelers game, y'all see, it feels like teams then kind of figured y'all out a bit. That's what it kind of feels like. Like you said, you brought up the rushing numbers. I was going to do the same thing. I'm glad you beat me to the punch. When y'all can't run the ball, and that's similar with a lot of teams. If you can't run the ball, you in trouble. But when teams force y'all in them 3rd and longs, it's tough to convert. You can't even get to the 4th and 2s, the 4th and 3s that y'all was converting before, because now it's 4th and 7, 4th and 8. Y'all got to punt, right? And so y'all not as efficient offensively. Defensively, I think y'all have y'all moments. Y'all definitely have y'all moments defensively, but it's always been patchy in my opinion. It's always been a defense that's kind of hit or miss. Y'all can create turnovers. Y'all can make plays. Y'all got some playmakers, but it can be exploited. And the thing that scares me about the Dallas loss, this is the thing I'll say about the Commanders. Last season, with Philly, when Philly went on that downward spiral, right? I always took pride in being like, the games that they supposed to win, they're going to win them games. And you can always count on them games. Like, you play Arizona. Arizona got 3 wins on the season. We're going to beat Arizona. You play the Giants, like they got a few wins on the season. We gonna beat them. But once you drop that first game to a team you not supposed to lose to at this point in the season, when you look at the rest of the schedule, you get nervous now. Like, all right, I know it's a divisional game, but we just lost to Dallas, and it's our third loss in a row. Are we sure we're not gonna lose to Tennessee? Tennessee just won. Are we sure we're not gonna lose to the Saints? The Saints just won back-to-back games. You got to play the Falcons again. You got to play Philly again. I'm not saying you lose all of those games by any stretch. But what I'm saying is once you have shown that you have the ability to lose, if you lose to Dallas at this point, you can lose to anybody. Like that's kind of how I see it. And so now I feel like the Commanders are hitting legit their first piece of adversity, and they have not responded well to this adversity. This was probably the worst time you could hit this type of adversity. And they have an opportunity to respond, and I just haven't seen enough from them as a football team to have the confidence to say they'll respond and they'll get it together and they'll win out, or they'll win enough games to make it. I feel like I'm at the point with the Commanders where, all right, they got to show me. It's not to say this question for me is like a 50-50 type of thing. I wouldn't be shocked if they still made it. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like now after this Dallas loss, I got to see it now. Now I'm watching that Titans game, like, don't slip again, because you brought up those other teams. One team I don't think you brought up was Arizona. Like Arizona. Okay. Arizona is in that 8th spot, and I picked them to win the division. I don't know if they still will. That loss to Seattle kind of hurts, but they right there on y'all heels. And I think Tampa Bay has the ability, getting healthy, to sneak in. Like, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tight, super tight at the end. So I think y'all a good team. I think the Commanders have a bright future. But like, looking at y'all schedule, man, as much as I want to say, yeah, y'all gonna beat the Titans and y'all gonna beat the Saints, and then we'll see y'all. We'll see where the Eagles are at that point. Y'all gonna beat the Falcons. I can't legit just make that assumption no more because of the previous game. So if y'all dropped, like, the Titans game is a must. Y'all have to win that, bro. Y'all have to win that game. At least get that first win back. Once you get the first win back, then it's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But they're one of those moments in the season where the first thing go wrong late in the game and you start to get a little nervous. Like, man, don't tell me we about to get this up again. And the way, bro, and the thing about it too, bro, the way the last 3 games have ended have been so traumatic, bro. Like, they've been heartbreaking games every single game.
They've all been winnable.
They all been winnable, but it's like, that's the mark of a great team, finding ways at the end to close. You know what I mean? Now, again, you're not playing a bunch of great teams now, but to lose, Zach Ertz just barely don't get the first down. The Eagles just take over the fourth quarter, even though y'all was in the game, they kind of take over the fourth quarter. You Terry McLaurin get a miraculous touchdown at the end, and then y'all miss the extra point. Like, it's like sometimes that kind of luck it pile up the other way, and it's hard to get back in the groove. So I gotta see it now. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta see it, bro.
See, the good thing about what you said was true. The Titans is a must win, and we gotta take in consideration this team hasn't had that bye week yet. That's true. The Eagles went a different direction after their bye week. So we haven't had that with the rookie. I don't think this ever happened. Like, a rookie quarterback getting this bye week in week 14. That's crazy, bro. That's a long time. So
is that after this week or after the Saints game for y'all?
It's after the Titans game.
Okay.
So the Titans, then the bye week. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta go into that bye week with a good vibe. Like, with a win. Agree. I don't care how we win, bro. We can be looking horrible, but we gotta win. Just get a dub, and we fix everything in the bye week and come out fresh going to New Orleans. Get some good food, get some good gumbo, you know what I mean? Some good lobster, and get a dub. You know what I mean? So that's giving me that not having a bye week is like a good thing now. I'm looking like, okay, we can reset there. But the Bucs, I feel like the Bucs are more of a threat to us than the Cardinals.
Okay.
Because the Cardinals still have a somewhat tough schedule because they got the division. The Bucs, Panthers. These are all division games, but come on. The Panthers, the Raiders. They got the Chargers, the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Saints. Those are all winnable games, bro. Like,
they are.
You know, those, and I'm not saying we're gonna go undefeated. We still got Philly, got the Falcons. You know what I mean? Those are two good teams. You know, so and the Titans, you can't sneeze at them. They have a really good defense. They do. They have a really good defense. And they got Tony Pollard who's running the ball really good. And our
Yeah.
run defense. I do want to mention, I told you our secondary is our weak point, right? Now I know you say our front line is. Now, check this out though. In our here we go. In our losses, sorry, in our wins, right? We only allow 151 passing yards. That's it. 151. It would be lower, but Joe Burrow had 320. He's the only
Right.
one that threw over 200 yards against us when we won. 200, that's crazy. But when our losses, 241. Almost 100 yards more. So, like, when teams having a good day in the passing game, that's when we lose. You know, Cooper Rush had a good game against us. Good game.
He did.
He looked so calm, so poised. I wish we had Dak, to tell you the truth. But yeah, we got Cooper Rush.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Dak would have gave us a few picks.
He may have. He may have. The way he was playing this year, he may have. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, bro. Like I said, I think if y'all beat Tennessee and going to that, because I didn't know exactly when y'all bye week is. If y'all beat Tennessee and going to the bye week fresh, I think y'all will be okay. But like, I think if y'all lose this week, it's gonna be tough to overcome. It's gonna be it's gonna be very tough to overcome. Even with a bye week, it's gonna be tough to overcome because I can't sleep on after the I said the Commanders gonna lose 2 games in a row because I'm like it's the Steelers and the Eagles. I don't think they're gonna beat either one of them teams. But in my mind, they're gonna smoke Dallas. They're gonna smoke Tennessee. They're gonna smoke the Saints. And I'm like, we gotta have to deal with them again. Like at some point we got to deal with them again. But now I'm not gonna lie, as an Eagles fan, I'm like, hey, okay. The one time I was rooting for Dallas, like, oh, they really. Now I took a nap and woke up. It was 27-17. I'm like, and then Terry got that touchdown. I almost went back to sleep. I'm like, man, here we go. That was crazy. That was crazy, man.
Emotions was all over the place for me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I was in a chat in the middle of making a message. I was like, and he missed the field goal. I had to delete the message. Bro. I was like.
That hurts, bro. That hurts.
This man missed an extra point. Second one of the day, by the way. He missed 2 that day.
Yeah.
Now he's on IR for some reason.
Oh, that reminds me too. I was gonna bring this up. Is what's the update on Brian Robinson? Because that's another thing. If B-Rob is still hurt and Eckler, I think is out for at least a week.
Yeah, Eckler, he got hurt. He got sent to the hospital. So Eckler went to the hospital. But Brian Robinson, I haven't really heard anything, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Normally, Dan Quinn gives like an injury update on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Okay, gotcha.
Or Wednesday, sorry. Wednesday gets an injury update. Tomorrow,
Okay.
I'll get that.
I got to keep my eyes peeled to hear the B-Rob news, bro. Because if he out and y'all can't run the ball, it's gonna have to be.
I do like
JD Fogg had to keep you alive, bro.
But,
like your phrase say.
We do have 2 other running backs that I actually like. I like McNichols and I like Gonzalez. We brought Gonzalez. Gonzalez got 1 opportunity against the Giants and he played well. Okay. And McNichols, he plays good. I like McNichols. And I like the running backs we have. We just gotta stick to the run.
Yeah.
Like we ran the ball 17 times with our running backs. Rico Dowdle had more rushing attempts than all of our running backs combined.
That's crazy.